Maria da Silva. Maria has been my friend, cheerleader, and greatest critic, and I thank her for being all those things. Her patience and advice often helped me while writing this book, as it does in my life in general. Maria's love of Niagara Falls was the inspiration for this book, and together we shared good times uncovering the many fascinating stories surrounding this natural wonder. Now, I believe my passion for Niagara matches her own. I'd also like to thank everyone, and there were many, who made researching and writing this book easier. Their names don't appear on the cover, but each in their own way made important contributions, and I appreciate it. Andrew Hind. Introduction. Many of Canada's most unforgettable stories took place in Niagara Falls, a community with a history rich with colorful characters and headline-grabbing events. You'll find plenty of both in Niagara: daredevils, danger, and extraordinary stories. Meet brave, or reckless depending on your point of view, daredevils who challenge the might of Niagara, diving into her waters, walking across the gorge on high wires, and risking their lives in barrels. Experience the thrill of heroic rescues and the tragedy of terrible misfortunes. Delve into the origins of the booming tourism industry, the shadowy mysteries of the region, and the lives of the scoundrels who preyed upon the innocent. And finally, watch as royalty, both the blue-blooded and the Hollywood variety, come to Niagara. There's something for everyone and a bit of everything. While researching this book, we combed Niagara's long history for noteworthy tales. We found far too many than could comfortably fit within the confines of a single book, so we're forced to narrow it down significantly, a painful chore that meant cutting some very good yarns. Eventually, we settled on the most interesting stories and captured them in a series of vignettes. Preserving history, whether in the form of physical objects or locales, or merely on the written page, is important. History is fleeting. Memories fade, and stories are quickly forgotten. We hope this book can play a role in keeping local history alive. Of course, the term local history is something of a misnomer in this particular case, though we do focus on a specific locality. Niagara Falls is a treasure enjoyed the world over, and therefore the stories are of universal interest and appeal. We freely admit that this book is not a comprehensive look at Niagara Falls history. That wasn't our intent, nor was it within the scope of this project. Instead, our goal was to entertain readers with a series of relatively short, lively tales written in such a fashion that we hope readers can't bear to put the book down. The reason for writing the book in this style was simple. We believe the best way to foster a genuine respect and passion for history is to make it both interesting and accessible to readers. A series of facts told in a dry, scholarly fashion just won't do that for the majority of us. That said, a great deal of research, countless hours in fact, went into this book, and historical accuracy was of utmost importance. But we hope it takes on a supporting role in these dramas. Center stage is reserved for the people and events themselves. When one thinks of Niagara Falls, the thundering waters come to mind first, followed by the kitsch of Clifton Hill's wax museums and other attractions. The area's rich history, dating back more than 2 centuries, is largely unknown to the millions who visit every year. If we can give even some of these visitors a new appreciation for the people and events that help shape the place they so enjoy, we consider our efforts well spent. Similarly, if our book encourages some people who may scorn Niagara Falls for its carnival-like atmosphere to visit the surprisingly diverse community, then we're happy. But most of all, if we can entertain readers while sharing our passion for history, then we consider ourselves most fortunate.